Next 7 minutes, what to do at your next trade show or event. I am headed to Amsterdam tomorrow for an event. Some of you are already there, and some of you have a different event coming up right now too. So, yeah, if you're headed out, first I want to show you this cute thing my daughter made this for me. So cute, right? Anyway, um, interrupt. So while you're at your event, I'm just going to breeze through a quick checklist of things that you can do at the event, during your show to make it more successful so you can track your return on investment and be sure everything happens perfectly and all the money and time you spent is well worth it. All right. So I'm going to blast through a few things. If you're doing some of them already, great. If some of them are ahas for you, great. And if you got some things to add into the chat or anywhere, hey, Atisha, how are you? Hey, Catherine. Just add them on in here. Hey, Bob. And if you've got questions, throw those in the chat as well. All right. So, first thing to think about when you're at the event, and you'll want to think about this beforehand, what are the top one or two outcomes you'd like to see? Know that going in so that every single person you talk to, if they're a good prospect for you, ask them to take that next step. Hey, would you like to download this PDF with this great info for you? Can I send it to you? What's your best email address so I can send it to you? Right. So it's not just collecting names. You're actually giving some value. Right. Or so if that's like the low ask and the big ask is maybe get a demo, get on a meeting, get on a call, whatever the thing is. Oh, sounds like this could be a fit for you. Are you feeling like that too? All right. A great next step would be to meet next week. Do you have time? Great. Let's get out our calendars. Monday, how's it look? So be ready to take those next steps with folks who are a good prospect. So your top best outcomes, know what they are, have an easy way to get your people to that next step if it's a fit for everybody involved. Okay. Secondly, segment. So we just talked about a minute ago that you could ask somebody, hey, can I email you this really cool resource, this free thing, this awesome, helpful item that you need? Maybe you've got 2 or 3, 4 of those set up so that you can automatically send them out to people. And by knowing what they're interested in, you can segment them. So that's the second thing here is segment. So if you can segment people based on their interest, maybe, product A, service B, whatever it is, C, you've got your different things that they're interested in. You probably offer more than one thing in terms of what you sell. And so have that segmentation set up. You don't have to have it set up for every single thing, but your top, 2 or 3 segments, your top best opportunities, your top best selling items, applications, services, whatever they are, have that set up so that when you send something cool out to your prospect, you're standing there, you get their email address, you send them something super useful, and you've just helped yourself by knowing what they're interested in. They raised a hand and said, oh, yeah, I'm interested in product A. Boom, segmentation. Awesome. So know your outcomes, segment when you can. All right. So another thing is a lot of us speak at events. And so you might be just speaking in front of, 5 people, but it could be 50 people or 500 people, a lot of people. If you're speaking, have a really easy way for people to take that next step with you and engage with you. So many times, I was talking to someone the other day and they're like, yeah, I just gave this great talk. It was really good, big audience, so many people there, really great. Nice. Do you have a lot of their names? Are you in contact with people? No, but it was a great turnout, super good turnout. Okay. Need to make that a lot easier. So you can have, on every slide you have up, you can have a QR code or a text. Like for me, I'll often have text the word biz, B-I-Z, to me at 1-530-203-5703. And I can use that one any old time. It's on my business card. It can be on a presentation. Super awesome freebie that you can get, anybody can get, that helps people know what step to take next in their business. Like really quick and easy, sweet way to figure out what marketing to do next. And I can offer that at any time. So if I'm speaking on a podcast, in a room, whatever it is, I've got that. And you should have that too. Have something ready, whether it's a QR code or text in for a freebie. Let people connect with you. I mean, you can also do connect with me on LinkedIn, whatever the thing is, be sure you've got a way for them to connect with you. And it's not, oh, I just came away from this event. There were a ton of great people that I don't have any contact with them. don't know what to do next. And some of us feel like when we're giving that talk, if we say it one time, it's enough, or, oh, I'm going to just do it on the last slide at the end. Please, please, please don't do that. People are not necessarily waiting for the end. If you said it in the beginning and they come in the middle, they're going to miss it. Have it on every slide, mention it several times throughout your talk. Do it. All right. So booth signage, your event signage, your stand signage, whatever you have in your sign, you can also have that QR code or text message, SMS for, a freebie. And those systems are super straightforward to set up. We set them up every day. I just set one up yesterday for someone that we're working with. They're giving a talk in Amsterdam at a show, and we've got a QR code exactly for that. That's going to help people get the bonus material that they've put together. So you can have that on your signs at your event as well. So make sure your signs, in addition to, someone can look at your booth as they're walking by and know what you do in 3 seconds, because that's all the time you got for them to decide, I get it, I relate, or I don't know what it is, or not me. So in that 3 seconds, have that message really clear. And then if they do want more info, a really easy way for them to take that next step, especially if you're busy. We're working with somebody who's going to be at the show this week, and they've got a small booth and one person working there. And so when that person needs to step out for a sec, if you can have your booth neighbors cover for you or whatever, that's great. But good to have something available that someone could grab and, SMS or QR code to get more info and engage with you, so they don't just walk by and go, oh, nobody's here, I'm out. So booth signage, super important. All right. And then at the show, we've got so many more, but I'm just going to do, I'll just do 2 more and then we'll be out, keeping that 7 minutes. At the show, when you're lead gathering, whatever it is, make sure your system can take those names, bring them right into your CRM, right into your database, right there. So I use my phone, and if somebody has a business card, not everybody has them anymore, but if they do, I have an app on my phone, my Keep app, that can suck the data right into my CRM. And then I've got a campaign set up at the show where I can say, hey, great to see you, and send, one of those PDFs. Great to see you, send a different PDF. So depending on what they're interested in. And then, hey, missed you at the show. So got that going on. Hey, are you here at the show? Let's meet up. So I've got all these pre-built in advance. So from my phone, I can just apply a tag to that person and send a message out. So if I see someone at the show, as they're walking away or as I'm walking away, I can use my phone and snap their data from the card right into my database, apply that tag, send a message, and you can set it to go out 30 minutes later, whatever, so it doesn't feel so instant. But that's a great way to keep track. So when I get back from the show, I look for all the people who have that tag, great to see you at the show, and the 50, 150 people that I see from that, okay, I can go through and decide how I'm going to follow up with those folks, but a great way to keep track. And then finally, one final one, and then we'll wrap it up here. When you're taking notes, because I was taking notes when you're talking to people,